Hello students, standard 7th. Now, as you everybody know that from the 4th of the next month, your exams are going on. Whatever chapters are included, you got the syllabus and the paper format. And we know that we already finished all the chapters. But now I think that some chapters are little harder for you. Maybe you need some practice for that, for revision. And therefore, one of the chapters that I think is difficult for you is congruence of triangles. Because sometimes some of the students are getting confused. So let me revise that one. And after that maybe another chapter in the next few sessions. So congruence of triangles. When we learned this chapter, we already discussed that what is congruence. Two figures are said to be congruent when they are equal in shape and size. Means their size is also equal and their shapes are also equal. Two line segments have the same length. You can say that they are congruent line segments. If two angles have the same measure, we say that they are congruent angles. It is simple for the line segment and the angles. But when we talk about the triangles, it is not that easy to check whether the given two triangles are congruent or not congruent. For that, we saw that there are 6 conditions to be fulfilled. For the correspondence of the vertices, 3 angles and 3 sides of one triangle are equal to the 3 angles and 3 sides of the other triangle, then we say that the two triangles are congruent. It means that we have to check 6 things. Corresponding 3 angles measure should be same and the 3 corresponding sides have the same length. Then we can decide whether the given two triangles are congruent or not. And then we write down in the notation. But then we learn some criteria. Criteria means that according to the given special conditions, we don't have to check all the 6 conditions, but only 3 of them, but not any 3. According to the name of the criteria that we learn, only we can check that 3. And if it is fulfilled, then we can say that the triangles are congruent. We don't have to check the remaining other sides or the angles. First we learn the SSS criteria. Means side, side, side. So here we have to check only the 3 corresponding sides of the 2 triangles. So for a given correspondence, 3 sides of a triangle are equal to the corresponding 3 sides of the other triangle. Then the triangles are congruent. the angles will automatically be congruent. So we don't have to check the angles to check that whether they are congruent or not. So that was the first SSS congruent rule or SSS criteria. The next we learn that is the SAS congruent rule, in which we saw that in two triangles between the correspondence is given, SAS means two sides and included angles between them. The angle which are included means must be in between that two sides. So this is the side, then there is angle, again side, angle and side. So from the SAS criteria, other sides and other angles are not necessary to check. But be careful that in both triangles it must be the same. It should not be like that. In this triangle, the two sides are there but included angle not here and that one, then it is not possible. So whatever two angles sides are taken, the angle must be included between that two sides. Then we learn the third criteria, that is the ASA congruent rule. In SAS there was two sides and included angle. Here two angles and included side. Means if you take those two angles, then which is the included side? That one. So here angle, here it is side, angle. Similarly here also. If you take those two angles, then there must be this side. If you take those two angles, then there must be that side. So for a given correspondence, if two angles and the side included between them is equal to the two angles and the side included between them of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. And lastly, the fourth, that was RHS congruence rule. RHS congruent rule only can be applied for right angled triangle. There must be both two right angled triangles. So R stands for right angle, H stands for hypotenuse, and S is obviously side. So now for two right triangles, one is already the 90 degree, that is the hypotenuse, so two hypotenuse must be equal, and any one of the side, if this one or that one. So you can say that the right angle, hypotenuse and side, right angle, hypotenuse and side. So we don't have to check the other sides or the other angles. Automatically they will be equal. So now these four criteria are very important. If you know that, it is very easy to answer the questions regarding to this chapter. So let us do some examples. And one more thing, when the figure is not given, it is easier that you draw the figure first, then the picture will be clear in your mind. So let us do first one. Question 1. Which congruence rule or congruence criteria do you use in the following. So here in the situation, two triangles are given with the sum of the measurements, and we have to find out which criteria is used here. So let us take first set. In which the sides are given 3.5 centimeter, 3.5 centimeter, 2.4 centimeter, 2.4 centimeter, and 1.7 centimeter, 1.7 centimeter. So now, obviously, what are given here? Three sides. So here, S criteria. Nothing to do, just to watch the figure. Because here you can see that this side is same with this one is this one, and this one with this one. So all the three corresponding sides are equal in both the triangles. So S rule is observed here. Second one we will take here. Here you can see that only two sides are given. What about the angle? Angle is not given. But it is given, you can see that this sine stands for 90 degree. So that is the hypotenuse and that is the side. So right angle, hypotenuse and side. So here we are using RHS criteria. You can do this only if you know the criteria. If you don't know the criteria, then it will be difficult for you to give the answers. Third one. Here you can see that two sides are given and the angle is included between them. So which criteria will you use here? Obviously side angle side. So here S criteria. Fourth one. Here 120 degree, 40 degree and side. So two angles and included side. So here you will use ASA criteria. So you just watch carefully and keep that four criteria in your mind, then you will be able to answer this any type of questions. Now little more that you have to check which criteria and you have to write down then congruence in the notation, that which correspondence is congruent here. So here also write in notation which correspondence is congruent and by which criteria. So we have to write down the criteria also and the correspondence also. First one is triangle A, B, C, triangle X, Y, Z. 4 centimeter here. Little separate, 4 centimeter here. 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter. Then 4.5 centimeter, 4.5 centimeter, and then 3.5 centimeter, 3.5 centimeter. Now here we will write down the pairs. It look like this one is with this one and this one with this one. It doesn't look nice. But if you flip that triangle, it will be like that. So it is obvious. So we have to write down. So here in triangle ABC and triangle XYZ, AB is equal to which side? XZ. 4 centimeter. Then BC and YZ are same, 3.5 centimeter, and AC and XY is same. How much? 4.5 centimeter. So rule is obvious, S, but the important thing in this is that which correspondence. So now ABC correspond to what is congruence? That we have to write down. So now I think I explained you that also, but let me revise you. Check whether here in this and this what is common? B. So with the same what is common here? Z. It means that in the middle B. So here in the middle there will be Z. Check another thing. B and A, Z and X. So A will be have X with it and the remaining is Y. So here it is not XYZ, but it is XZY. So whenever this type of situation occurs, you have to think about it. Here the sides, the figure is already given, but sometimes only measurement will be given. That time it will be difficult for you. So be careful. And therefore, by which rule? By SSS criteria. And we write down as triangle ABC congruent to triangle XZY. And remember, as I told you, that the symbol for congruency is this one, not this one. So try to write down like that only. Otherwise, in the future you have to be in trouble, because in the 9th and 10th and in the future also you will check everywhere the congruence is written by them. Some students are writing the other way, that is the wrong way. So that is the thing we learned today. So as I told you, criteria are the most important things, and then figure. So here we are going to finish the session with some more examples for your practice in the PDF, and any confusion write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.